Everything Great About the Meg is brought to you by CuriosityStream. Underwater credits and title card making this the Meg style opening credits. A drunk camera operator behind a GoPro adds to the claustrophobia. Maybe it's just my fear of dying in a submarine. Sometimes it's easy to just dismiss plot holes in movies like this because, whatever, no one cares enough. But Statham isn't taking his hazmat mask off so we can see his face. I mean, he is, but he was holding a Geiger counter checking for radiation leaks since this is a nuclear reactor-powered sub. This is the indication that there weren't any leaks. Just pointing out that stuff like this often has a reason if you look for it.
If we go back, everyone dies.
Making the tough decisions. And I'm giving this a win because I think the sub exploded because of the pressure change when the hatch was left open. At least that's why I assume everyone didn't immediately thank Jonas as if it was going to explode either way. Any deep sea pressure experts confirm that for me? Also, did you see that? Look at that. It was a giant shark Meg that seemingly dies in the explosion. Wait, how did it get out of the mirror? Dwight Schrute wearing Jordans. That's all you really need to know. Compliments? Apparently she actually says his accent is very strange. A little Mandarin lesson for you.
I might have lured them with some whale songs.
Ha! Meg lure shadowing. Because later with the whale song. You've all seen this movie, right?
You're like Bones, huh?
Wait, is that a Bones reference or a Bones reference? Because Star Trek is always a win.
And of course, Mark, our station chief.
Are you sure it's not Travis Manawa? And the station is named after him. What? There's 4 more Avatar movies coming? Whew, I'm getting easily distracted today.
I spent 10 years with a certain
whale-saving environmental group that shall remain unnamed for legal reasons.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Badasses who throw stinky butter at whaling ships. Okay, the visuals are awesome, so that's the win. But what if there wasn't anything below and you just sunk your sub into 8 feet of pure muck and couldn't get out? You're welcome for the nightmares. Hey, it's Nemo's dad's angler buddy. Whoa, that fish is invisible until it strikes. Ha, kinda like this.
We should find all sorts of species completely unknown to science.
I mean, the entire premise is goofy, but every single animal and plant down there would be a new species, right? Even the coral. All of those plants and animals would have had to adapt to the insane pressure and darkness. Reliability.
You drink too much.
Responsible drinking advice.
You're gonna tell me a problem. You're gonna offer me money. You're gonna appeal to my better nature.
I want to give Jonas a clairvoyance win, but really they had just planned on emotionally manipulating him. So, getting that yes.
We gotta can the lights.
I mean, what did you guys expect? You went down into the habitat of creatures who spend their entire lives in the dark and shined a bright light on their faces. I'd be mad too. Kudos on finally figuring it out. Kind of like an Attack of the Clones inspired glider. I'll take it. It's possible the scratches on the glass happened organically, but either way it adds to the realism of the underwater facility. Futuristic but grounded.
You know, he looks heroic and he walks fast, but he's kind of got a negative attitude.
Honesty. Walking fast is always my biggest determiner in whether I trust someone to save my life.
You look like you might actually know what you're doing.
That's just because she's Batwoman.
Beat the ever-living out of you and get away with it.
It's true. Legally, I mean.
Legal advice. The Meg is a movie created for entertainment only and should not be considered for the purpose of providing legal advice. Please contact your attorney in the event that you find yourself in need to beat someone up in international waters.
I've just seen things no one else has.
That's the definition of crazy.
Well... Yeah, I get that the total visibility thing is probably good, you know, until the cameras or monitors stop working, making you blind, but it's also probably not the perfect style of sub for a dude who's got a little water PTSD.
What people means more risk, she's in way over her head.
An idiom that actually applies to the situation, because water. Just gonna give an accuracy based on anecdotal knowledge win. I can remember diving to the bottom of lakes as a kid with no problem, but now at the bottom of an 8-foot deep pool, I'm sure my brain will explode. Gotcha! A little expectation subversion. Double expectation subversion, together with a pretty stunning visual.
So glad I'm not crazy.
Optimism. Saving your new friend with fireworks.
Go in now.
Self-sacrifice. I bet John wishes he could read Japanese right about now. Oh, come on, he probably does.
Sorry. You saved Laurie. You can call it even.
So it's a forgiveness win, which actually carries a lot with it, his entire past career for starters, but I just want anyone itching to tell someone I told you so, etc. Do you see how satisfying just rising above is? Winning without announcing that you've won will always make you cooler. Jason Statham's workout routine.
Its jaws was stronger than any other animal ever.
Yeah, tell that to Jaws. Or Jaws. Or Jaws.
You don't quit trying to get to the moon because you lose an astronaut.
Hey, I get to use this layaway wind counter again since Dwight here is just begging for a horrific death. I know, it's weird, but it made sense in 2015, so it makes sense now. Huh. Another one of those, you don't need to explain it because it leads to a wicked sweet shot, but even in a glowing underwater lab, Mei Ying's bright shoes and her headless BB-8 robot end up being like flashing lights, which has proven to attract the Meg. No, yeah, I'm torn. Giant things in the ocean are always nopes. The fact that the tail is visibly steadying the Meg in the background is a yup. Also, that's pretty yuppie.
My daughter.
Don't knock it. Remember this.
Kevin!
And obviously the story about my wife that went along with it. Now you're just being a jerk, Meg. Still brutal.
Is the station all right?
Good, good. Priorities right where they should be.
A shark could come right through there. 20 sharks, for that matter.
One often meets his destiny on the road he takes to avoid it, or profit off it.
When the Meg hit the origin, it slammed into a thermal vent.
Another one of those, yeah, he's right. Look at that fire plume.
They were killed by shark poachers. They cut off the fins and throw the shark back to die.
Muppets, then? Also, so the Meg has some sense of familial camaraderie, avenging his shark brothers and sisters. Oh, never mind.
Did you guys ever watch Shark Week?
No, they live Shark Week. Do you watch Shark Tank? No, because you live Shark Tank. that worked out a lot better than I thought it would.
I can't swim.
More honest,
Body made me say that.
Comedic cowardice. Yeah, that.
You sure about this?
Not really.
Sincerity.
If you want me to go instead, I will.
I got this, Meg.
Okay, good, because I was lying.
Man, everyone's just being super honest with each other.
Just keep swearing.
And Jonas wins the movie with a Dory quote. There's never a whole lot of fear the most famous actor, to American audiences at least, is gonna die halfway through, but this scene is still pretty tense. Jump scare shark or not. Yeah, nope. Yeah.
You might be a son of a but you're sure as hell no coward.
Yeah, duh. Also more compliments.
Just some teeny tiny 8-foot sharks.
Perspective. Also, can we talk about the really pretty shots from below of the chum filtering down?
Hell yeah.
Agreed. Hey, I don't know what to do with that. I saved her. Okay, so it's a win for saving her, but it does not reduce your eventual death wins. I mean, all he did was throw a ladder. This is just non-stop craziness. When the crane falls, Soo-Yin's mask breaks, Jax almost gets eaten, and then the crane starts pulling Soo-Yin to the ocean floor right as Jonas pulls her out. It's all pretty entertaining, and I'm not gonna lie, the music adds to the fun tension.
New problem. My mask gets broken. I'm losing it.
Ooh, doggy. And as we know, this isn't even the biggin.
You saved me.
Prefer you alive.
Love? That's like love, no? I guess at least he never saw it coming. I mean, this happened to him, so I don't have a whole ton of sympathy. Although, I thought his name was Jonas. I feel like that's another Jaws reference with the Meg capsizing the boat. Not to mention the thinking we got him, but there's a bigger one, which also, as a wise Jedi once said, there's always a bigger fish. Typical Jason Statham. No trouble hanging on, but once his lady love falls in, he turns it into a dive. Almost like he did that professionally one time.
He needs a hospital fast.
Truth. Everyone's invincible cliche dodge. Taking a boat motor to the chest would wreck your internals. I'm just gonna point to Sunshine as a more realistic or practical take on a situation like this. Doctor versus tech. She's like the tech or the C-Lab designer or something. But whichever way you cut it, it's still self-sacrifice. Matt gets the unsung no fanfare courage award. I'm just saying, if I don't get to see a megalodon pull a chopper into the ocean, can't knock a heartfelt moment between father and daughter, even if I'm probably not the target audience for it.
I came here to celebrate with you, and now I'm mourning with you.
See, okay. Now I'll take those layaway wins away. He's a changed man, more like season 9 Dwight.
Every person that gets maimed or killed by that thing is a potential lawsuit. It's gonna be fun.
Whoops, never mind.
3 kings.
What? Come on, every time. You owe me a soda for that one.
That is not how gambling works, which is a perfect way to teach young children so they don't get addicted to gambling. Better than mystery boxes, all I'm saying.
8-year-olds hear everything.
Hey, that's a callback.
8-year-olds hear everything.
Are you absolutely sure? Because I'm not getting eaten by some damn prehistoric fish.
Well,
Well, there's pieces of it all over the place.
Shark chunks?
And this is why you don't send a billionaire security team to the job of marine biologists. Can't tell the difference between whale blubber pieces and shark chunks. Whoops, I'm feeling some comeuppance coming. Ha! More expectation subversion. Thought he was gonna make it. Look, I don't generally revel in people's deaths, but when they're caricatures that only care about money and lawsuits, comeuppance.
You want me to illegally hack into Morris's satellite tracking system?
Yeah.
Okay.
Acquiescence. Okay, I know that DJ has been reduced to comic relief, but the subtle sight gag of him being the only one wearing a life vest is pretty on point. So is this like the fly around the Statue of Liberty, but for a Chinese audience? Let's see, White Buddha statue, Sanya Bay. Okay, cool. Guan Yin of Nanshan. 12th, huh? Get it together, America. And that's been your Chinese statues that are taller than Lady Liberty lesson of the week. Don't you dare eat that Yorkshire Terrier. We had a Yorkie that looked just like her grown up. Well, at some point you don't deserve that dog if no one's gonna swim after it, but more importantly, smart dog. Mitzi would have barked at and then attacked the Meg. Add swimming in Sanya Bay with 78,000 people to my anti-bucket list. That's the list of things I'd prefer kicking the bucket to actually doing. But that's another epic scale shot. I give the Chinese producers credit for allowing the one English speaker in Sanya Bay to shout shark first. Subtitles just wouldn't have been the same for American audiences. Oh man, no holding back now. It's brutal time. Bloodless brutality, but brutal nonetheless. This is still what a lot of you came to see, right? Another one of those, just, if that shark doesn't eat the bubble boy rolling over all the swimmers, saves the, and I'm not making this up, he's credited as Awesome Kid on Beach. This final little Meg versus glider chase scene is actually pretty fun and exhilarating, complete with firing missiles at prehistoric sharks.
Chewing this, you ugly bastard.
And it wouldn't be a shark movie without an epic one-liner. Look, you can call this petty, but how is there no Meg pulling a chopper into the ocean? I'm sorry, it's just unacceptable. But news media, am I right? Always killing each other.
Flashing!
I got a life jacket on. It's right here. I can.
The monster's here.
Multiple instances of staying alive advice. Well, there's some ingenuity, also brutal. Yes, this just got real. Jason Statham with only a... Wait, is that one of those artificial gill things that's supposed to pull oxygen out of water? This just became sci-fi. Anyway, that thing and a knife. Now we are in business. Ooh, another brutal move. Even for a bloodthirsty murdering bastard, but also badass good guy. Whew, good thing Jonas... Ha, Jonas in the whale. Just kidding that. Yeah, I know I made the joke about the wall earlier, but I was this far into the script and movie when it actually clicked. Anyway, good thing Jonas didn't get cut. Meg's getting it worse than Steppenwolf. You done good, movie. You done good. Better than Pippin 1.0, or was it Pippet? I don't. Never killed a dog, especially a black lab. Ha, 'cause fishies. And since we've been sort of scrounging the bottom of the ocean, here's some sinking credits. Just like all the ships that sank. I doubt anyone went into the Meg expecting anything different from what they got. I do feel like the trailers played up the wink wink nudge nudge weird on the joke more than the actual film did. But I don't really go into any Jason Statham movie without certain expectations. And that's not a dig. He just has a niche, and if he's not punching and kicking people in the face really hard, well, again, love the man. I aspire to be more like him. And it's not like the producers didn't know what the film was. It was created to do well in China. I think its success in the States probably surprised the filmmakers. You sort of have two options with shark movies, Jaws or Sharknado. And since not even Jaws sequels were able to reproduce the tone and success of Jaws, leaning towards Sharknado, but with a summer blockbuster budget, seems like the right call. And clearly it was. Again, none of these things take away from the enjoyment derived from this film. Li Bingbing is a huge part of that, even if she doesn't always connect with native English speakers as well as I'm sure she does with native Mandarin speakers. Also, her daughter portrayed by Shuya Sophia Kai was another highlight. Honestly, her ribbing buddy chemistry with Jason Statham was probably the best in the film. To say there's a theme or message in this film would be kind of a stretch, but you do get some character arcs with Jonas overcoming his fear to go back to rescue diving and forgiving himself for his buddy's deaths, sort of. Su Yin getting over her cheating husband, learning to trust a crazy gaijin, I guess. Dwight learns greed and power lust are the best virtues? It does get him killed. Look, in a movie where Jason Statham goes hand-to-hand with a 75-foot shark, what do you really want? Most of the acting is fine, action was fun, not much else to say. I guess the one other thing to admit would be that the Meg doesn't always get everything as scientifically accurate as you might hope for. I'm just saying that if some of the people who made dumb decisions had access to today's sponsor CuriosityStream, things may have gone differently. And if you're the type of person who's interested in actual facts about sharks or technology or just about anything throughout history, CuriosityStream definitely has something for you. CuriosityStream is a subscription streaming service with over 2,000 documentaries and nonfiction titles from some really inspiring filmmakers, including originals you can't get anywhere else. And you can get unlimited access for $2.99 a month, but if my lovely fans sign up on the link on screen and use promo code CinemaWins, you get the first 30 days free. Since I knew I'd be talking about sharks, I thought I'd watch Shark Dive, which is stunningly beautiful and puts a new perspective on being underwater. But if I'm being honest, that wasn't where it stopped. I then got pulled into a series on dinosaurs and then one on our solar system. Point is, it's an amazing resource that you can get on pretty much any platform, from web to Roku to Amazon, Chromecast, Apple TV. So check out CuriosityStream through the link in the description and sign up using promo code CinemaWins to get your first 30 days free. Check it out. I don't know, satiate your curiosity. See, I'm even writing slogans for them.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.